Okay, I think we're live.
Oh, no, it says it's starting. Ah,
Okay, now we're live.
gotta give people a moment to join. Oh, one viewer. Yay! We have one person. Now we have eight. Wow, that jumped up.
Well, hello, everybody. Good evening. Let's give some time for some people to join.
Hello,
Hello.
Julie. Hi, Karen.
Okay, can you all hear us okay?
Just give us a thumbs up. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, cool. Thank you,
Yeah,
Wendy.
we got some microphones to help this out rather than using like the microphone all the way over there and you can't hear us very well and sounds like we're mumbling.
Hooray!
Hooray! Hello, hello, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, John.
Oh, okay. All right, we have 23 viewers. Wow,
23. 23 people all watching us.
we're popular. Not. That's
Oh
funny.
wow. It's so weird doing a Facebook Live and seeing like me up there, us up there, and just talking into the internet.
Into the ether. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, do we want to
Okay.
start this?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start this. I personally am going to take a little bit different approach than I did last time.
Were you
Last,
actually going to take a breath?
I am going to breathe. Yes. So, okay. Well, welcome to our spring 2026 players meeting here. Um, our session starts on Monday. We did fall session. Congratulations, everybody.
We made it. Woo!
Yes. Um, Lots of learnings, lots of work. Whoo, is there a lot of work? Um, so thank you, everybody, for joining this. And whoever's watching it later, you're probably watching it on Facebook or on YouTube because we're going to repost there. Speaking of YouTube, coming up in April and then in August, we're going to be bringing some streaming devices for all of our teams and players who are going to be in there. So we'd love to stream it to our
For
YouTube
Vegas?
channel. Yes,
Yes.
Vegas.
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 Vegas, baby.
Um, we'd love to stream it to our YouTube channel. Yes,
Yes,
John,
John.
you can watch. Uh, Welcome, John. So we'd love to stream it to all the matches to our YouTube channel. However, apparently we need 1,000 subscribers, and we have like
100
100
and
and some.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you can subscribe yourself, if you can log into all your family's accounts and subscribe, if you can, when you're at the stoplight and you've got your window rolled down because it's only 33 degrees outside, and you are talking to the person next to you, because that's what we do at stoplights, get them to subscribe as well. Go to the store. When
Okay,
you're in
stop,
line,
stop, stop.
get them to subscribe.
We have a long,
We've
long
got a long list.
agenda.
We need subscribers. We need 1,000 so that we can. We need we need 1,000 subscribers so that we can stream all of your matches to the our YouTube channel. Um, so there you go. So what we're going to cover today, we're going to cover resources and expectations, what changed and what didn't, playoffs, triannuals, overall area growth, sportsmanship, and league culture. So I'm still going to try and remember to take a breath. And when I do, then Michelle will jump in as well. As you know, we have a lot of technological improvements that we've put into place. We've got our website, spmapa.com, spm-apa.com, South Portland Metro APA.com. They all go to the same place, which is your one-stop shop, your single portal for all of the information. If it doesn't answer a question that you have, then please let us know because we would, there's stuff that we can add there. All of the registration from now on is going to be electronic. It goes straight to Google Sheets. It's easy to format and process. And there will always be a button underneath the registration on the page that says check your registration. And it will go to a different Google Sheet view that shows that you registered or you didn't. That will prevent the multiple clicking and registrations. I won't call anybody out. Um, Emails. We've got emails going out. So please check your inboxes for Paul and Michelle at southportlandmetroapa.com. That might be going into your junk mail. That's the way that we make announcements about singles qualifiers, Jack and Jill qualifiers. This lots of different announcements. The link tree, our website, already also has links directly to Pay Boomer because the sale of the league is not finalized. So therefore, Boomer is accepting all of your payments. And there is a direct link for Venmo. No more searching in Venmo. There's a direct link in Cash App. No more searching in Cash App. Just click those links. It'll automatically pop up. PayPal, you do still need to go in and search for Boomer. Please remember that it's Humphreys with a EYS. There are other Humphreys, and if you send them money, I'm sure they appreciate it, but it's not going to be credited to your team. So utilize what's on that section on the link tree. We also have other link trees. One of them is for the upcoming 8-ball triannuals. The other one is upcoming 9-ball triannuals. There's more information there. And of course, they're linked on our website as well. Um, yeah. On our website, Linktree, we've got Facebook links, Instagram links, and YouTube channel links. And if we ever do TikTok, then it'll be linked there too, but I don't know about that. Okay. Uh, we're watching the chat, so if you have any questions, please just jump in and ask your questions. Um, Upcoming session details. So, again, our spring session starts on Monday. We've still got a little bit to do to get the schedules out. So, we expect that to be done in the next day or so. We do have some stuff that needs to get reviewed to make sure that we've clicked all the right buttons and set all the right numbers. Spoiler alert, I did not last session for one doubles division. Okay, so also final reminders: we need all of your memberships paid. You need everybody who is going to play needs to have their membership paid before they play. If they play before their membership is paid, then that's not good stuff, and you know, don't do that. Please don't do that. So please get your memberships paid. Check with your team. It's when you log into the league app, there's a yellow banner right at the top that says click here to renew for 2026. It couldn't be easier. It's already got your credit card saved. I think you can get it done in 3 clicks and 2 shakes of something. No, don't shake your phone. Just click the buttons and get your membership paid. Okay, we also have a session end party on Sunday. Awesome. We've already done our triannual draw. Dave just did his triannual draw. So that won't be happening there. But guess what we're going to have? We've got some door prize giveaways. We've got gift certificates. We've got a Q case. We've got hoodies.
A whole bunch of other fun
whole bunch of stuff. Um, as well as some free play tickets for your league nights. So if you'd like to come and play some Survivor, play some 9-ball break competitions, chat, fist bump, collect trophies. We also have some jackets that people have not collected. We've got trophies from previous sessions people haven't collected. We can send that information out ahead of time, but those are all great reasons to come, as well as check out all the improvements at Midway. If you haven't been there in a while, they've got a lot of smart TVs up. They've got a big projector up on the wall to show sporting events. and show sporting events. They've got menu revamped. They've got way better seating. They're making a lot of improvements. So come and check it out. Masters, yes, we have Masters this session. The fourth team we have only has two players, so I will need to be playing on that, but that won't help them when it comes time for playoffs and regionals and whatnot. So, still looking for a third player there. But that will be on Sunday after Double Jeopardy in Beaverton and Hillsborough. So, we're looking at the 7 o'clock start time. We've got two teams playing out of Greek Village. We're not sure where the other two teams are going to be playing out of, but I'm hoping to just do it really nice and easy at Leo's Lair right across the freeway. So yes, jackets. We have jackets, and we will be taking.
They're the jackets that weren't picked up last
Yes, the
time.
jackets that were not picked up yet. We do have on our list of items to do to. Oh yes, free stuff, Terry. Yes, absolutely. Um, we do have on our list to run the report for who, after this session, qualifies for more jackets. So please expect that we'll be reaching out and getting that coordinated. Okay. Um, so speaking of session end parties, the spring session end party is actually going to be in June, June 7th, because wow, we've got a lot of triannuals and world qualifiers. 6 weeks back to back of Columbia River Triannual, South Portland Metro APA Triannual, Columbia River Triannual, our Triannual, then the a World Qualifier, then a break for the session and party, and then back to another World Qualifier. So we've got a lot of stuff going on in the May and June. And speaking of which, in January and February, we've got weekends booked up for the most part for triannuals, Jack and Jill regionals, Masters regionals, ladies, lots of regionals. And if you want to take a look at a beautiful view of the upcoming events, all you have to do is go to our website, which is spm-apa.com. And like the third button is the South Portland Metro events calendar. Click that, wait just a half a second, and it's going to load up some great stuff. It's infinitely scrollable. It pulls directly from our Google Calendar, and you'll be able to see all of the events through the end of the year, including the planned 8 ball APA 8 Ball Northwest Challenge, Chinook wins, as well as 9 ball in November. So you can request those days off. So request those days off now. Okay.
Breath.
Breathing, breathing. Um, we're not seeing any any
Well,
other
we've addressed
questions?
a couple, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
Moving on.
jump into. We've got a lot of growth this session. We have at least 10 Double Jeopardy teams that we're adding across Washington Clackamas County, and there may even be a couple more. We've got a lot of new people coming. So one is, what is the expectation of captains as new people start to captain? You might be one of them. Um, One, the captain sets the tone for the night. We're here to have fun, meet people, play pool. It's really that simple, right? Nobody's getting rich or famous. If you wanted to get rich and famous, this is not the way to do it. Um, as Dave mentioned in his live, even professional pool players have a difficult time getting rich and famous. So we're here to have fun, meet people, play pool. This is a hobby. That's it. So the captain sets that tone, sets that culture. Um, always promoting the have fun. Secondly, is collecting dues and sending them in on time, which on time is by 11 a.m. the second day after. So that if this is Monday night, on time would be Wednesday at 11. Submitting score sheets on time, correctly. Again, if you're playing on Monday night, then that's going to be Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. Those are really the only three things that a captain needs to do,
Yes. Did you say
right?
sportsmanship?
Um, Oh yes, ensure sportsmanship is marked.
Yeah.
Right.
If I had a nickel for every time that people did not mark their sportsmanship this last session and lost out on bonus points, it's very sad. So,
Yeah, she would have a lot of nickels. I
oh
mean,
yeah,
it wouldn't
I,
add up to much, but it would
yeah,
still be a
a
lot.
lot of nickels, really
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah. Um, I don't. I'm a software engineer. I don't know why the app lets you click submit without clicking the stars. Ah, yes, we'll get to that, Jordan. I don't know why the app lets you click submit without clicking the stars. Yet it does. I don't know why the app doesn't show you how many stars you clicked. Yet it does. I don't know why the app doesn't let you take that, click a button to resubmit stars. I don't know, but it doesn't.
All right, getting back
So
to captain
you
responsibilities.
can actually email us and say, hey, I think I submitted stars, but here you go. Or I know I didn't submit stars, but here you go. Um, a lot of people lost out on bonus points. It's a tragedy, right? So please don't lose your bonus points. So those are the three things the captain needs to do. They need to uh, collect and pay dues on time, submit the score sheets on time, ensure the sportsmanship is marked, set the tone of the night, and always choose de-escalation and model good behavior, right? Again, nobody's getting rich or famous. No one match, no one shot is going to make the difference between going to Vegas or not. No one match, no one night is going to make the difference between going to Vegas or not. So please have fun out there, especially as we've got a bunch of new people. We need to focus on retention.
We don't want to lose those guys, gals,
That's right.
people.
Um, are there any new patches being added, such as IB 7 patch? I will absolutely add, we will absolutely add that to our list. We have lots of ideas of increasing recognition for players and teams. Um, so, yes, that'll, great question, Jordan. We'll add that to our list. All right. And let's see here. Um, Speaking of recognition, I hope everybody's seen online on our website that there are two different links. One is to check your special performances, because we're keeping track of special performance on a Google Sheet now. That app clearly calls out when uh, you've earned special performances, where it's at. Is it being mailed? Is it already been mailed? Is it a duplicate? Is it a shutout and doesn't get a patch? That kind of thing. Is this better, Boomer?
Somebody had to turn up their speakers.
Okay. I'll just hold my microphone like this. There we go. Okay, so yes, there is a button on the app that on the website that lets you check your special performances, and there is a button on the app that lets you see what the current leaderboard is. The overall South Portland Metro APA leaderboard, as well as the individual division leaderboards. So you can see your progress all the way through. Okay,
Oh, there was a question about stars.
yes, stars. How many stars are allotted the team when their opponents didn't submit? So, uh, you know, um, are you at? I'm not sure what you mean by allotted, Dina. Can you expand that? Okay, we'll get back to that one, Dina. Do you have the tickets for the drawings on Sunday session party? What tickets are you talking about, Leslie? Are you talking about the for the giveaways that we're gonna do? If so, if it's for the giveaways that we're gonna do, it's gonna be a scannable QR code when you get there, and then we'll just randomize that list and call down from the top. Okay, let's see here. Yes, pay your 2026 membership. That's the second time we're saying it because it's super important.
And that's where it is on the schedule
That's
or
right.
agenda.
Um, yeah, we're not going to have physical tickets for the drawings. Uh, Schedules, when and where they'll be posted. They'll be posted online and they'll be posted the next day or so. Roster changes, you'll be able to make roster changes all the way on the app, all the way up through the fourth week of play.
Okay. 4 stars.
Yep.
Sorry.
Um, Payments, weekly payments still go to Boomer. Again, on our website, that's going to be the easiest, most fail-safe way to pay her rather than wandering around on the internets. League issues. So this is a great one. This is something that we've been talking about in our rules classes. Is that if there is something that happens on a league night, please choose de-escalation in the moment. Rufal will follow up with you afterwards. Absolutely. I've got teams that absolutely need your skill level. And I hope I said your name right. So, on a league night, if anything's happening, please always choose de-escalation. And please send us a note through our website, the customer experience form, uh, detailing what happened. Um, because we need to establish a pattern of behavior in order to take appropriate action. The example I always use is uh, if if somebody has a negative experience with me one night because I'm a little irritable for some reason, absolutely you should send in a customer experience form, right? Doesn't mean that I do that every day, every night, but it should establish a pattern of behavior if there's more reports of negative interactions, right? Um, if there aren't, then it just stays filed and nobody ever looks at it again. If you send in something about a team that you just played, we're not going to immediately go to the other team and say, guess what we heard about your match the other night, right? Again, we need to establish a pattern of behavior. And if we have a pattern of behavior, then it's going to be easy to anonymize it all, right? There's going to be many examples. Let's hit some of the questions here. How will new teams be able to add their players to the roster? That will be done in the app. And I know the app can be a little confusing. Luckily, I play on 3 teams myself, so once that session starts, I can take some screenshots and some videos of me using the app and post those to YouTube. Let's see, when will the schedule for matches be out for teams starting Monday? That will be in the next day or so. Those will be the first schedules to be released because it's Monday.
Gotta get it done. All right.
Excellent.
Let's jump.
Okay, we've covered deadlines, bonus points. Let's re-hammer on that bonus points. I would love to tell you how many bonus points were lost by teams or all the teams combined through the fall session. It would be sad. I don't want to say that number. It was way too many bonus points. Um, so please don't lose your bonus points.
Well, it will. It could affect whether or not are at first or second or third. I mean, some of our when we did our standings, I mean, literally 1 point separating people. So that was like one bonus point. So you don't want to be that person.
Uh, Dana, so a brand new team that has no current players other than the captain will add them there. Uh, yes, if that happens, then yes. Okay. Let's see if something goes wrong that night. Email us that night. Call us. Our division reps are available in the evenings. We are available in the evenings. If something urgent is happening,
Well, I think that's related to bonus points, and that I would like to get in email.
oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Yes.
that would be good in email because that comes to our email where we. It's what I use to make sure people get their bonus points. So if there's an issue, send it to us via email and let us know, and include the sportsmanship rating if you weren't able to submit for whatever reason.
And also, please remember to double check the next morning that on the Scorekeeper app to make sure that everything got submitted correctly. Sometimes wireless isn't so reliable, and so you click a button and then you think it's done, but it didn't do the thing. And then the next day, if you check it, then you'll realize that it didn't do the thing. So then you can click the button again, and then it'll do the thing.
Okay.
Please check the next morning.
All right.
Okay?
The next one we kind of touched on a little bit, but you said establish a pattern of behavior, but it's really helpful though if, yes, you can put comments on the score sheet, but also this form is very important to us because it gives us a lot more information than just a few, general words about how somebody sucks. So if you can use the form, it asks a lot of detailed questions. It helps us to understand more about what happened, who was involved, and then if there's any need to investigate something that's serious, it helps us on our way to know how to do that and whether or not that is needed. So,
Yep.
okay, I'm done with that.
Perfect. Reviewing your scores weekly. We highly encourage teams to review your scores weekly. This last fall, we had quite a few teams that came to us after a few weeks and was like, hey, something seems off. Or even coming to us at the end of the session. It is much, it's much easier to make fixes and changes when they're reported as quickly as possible. So please do pay attention to the scores in the app and your bonus points and reach out as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to go over that on the phone?
Yeah. You
Uh-huh.
know, Dave went over it and I'm going to go over it as well.
Hammer that in.
Absolutely. Sometimes in an evening when you're playing and you shoot well or not, and you lose, you get frustrated, especially if your opponent shoots very well. And, you might feel that their skill level is not appropriate. No, Sandra, that's not, table size doesn't make a difference. Um,
That needs to
and
be
yes,
done.
correct, you can't change captain or co captain on the app. You
Let us
need to
know.
email us.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, I've seen it myself where people lose, they're frustrated, and they, say to themselves loudly or
Maybe
to
not.
the other person,
Yeah.
oh, you're not that skill level. And it's very troubling because what's the point of that? Uh, as near as I can tell, the only point of that is to make yourself feel better, right? For losing. Um, if somebody beats you, if somebody 20 owes you in 9 ball in 6 innings, and you watched most 8 racks not getting a point, they should be congratulated for that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
High five, take a picture, post it on Facebook. You know,
That didn't happen this last session, did it?
Steve Berry, congratulations.
You
I got
whomped him.
I got 20 owed in 9 ball for the first time in years, right? And yeah, he's an 8. He was now don't get me wrong. I just played him in 8 ball and I whooped him. Hill, but I whooped him.
Uh huh.
And the previous 8 ball I played earlier in the session, it was a 5-4 race. I only
Oh my
needed
god, how
four
do you remember
because
this?
I'm a 6 and he's a 7. He got 4 in a row on me, and then I came back and got 4 in a row on him. So, but that 9 ball match was just beautiful. He absolutely deserved every single congratulations. And when I see people, um, respond with oh, you're not a 4, it's like I see the response from the other person, the opponent, and imagine like how you would respond to that. It's you're taking away their win, and as we've got more and more people joining
New
APA,
people, yeah.
absolutely new people, they're gonna start out at 3. Are they better than a 3? Are they gonna be a 4? Are they gonna be a 5? Are they gonna win? Are they gonna break and run on you like as a 3? Yeah, possibly. We all know that the skill levels are highly variable within the first session or two. They'll go up and down. I had somebody years ago on one of my teams join, start as a 3, win 8 ball in 3 innings because got lucky and he shot really, really well. Went up to a 7. The next week he was a 7. He eventually crawled back down to a 4, but like it happens, right? So please remember, this is a social league, right? We're here to have fun, meet people, play pool. This is a hobby. Other people's success, our opponent's success, should be celebrated, right? Be a part of that success. Give them a high five. If you think that they're ultimately better than their skill level, know that the formula is going to catch up to them.
And if you have true concerns, you can take that offline and email us, and
Yes.
we will look into it. But if they're a brand new player, let's give them a little bit of credit, a little bit of grace, so they can get acclimated.
So, and then literally, there is
Matt,
no
you're
reason
funny.
to bring up somebody's skill level with them or with the team, or say it loudly to your team as you're upset and frustrated. So please don't do that. It just brings negativity into the night when it doesn't need to be there, because we're here to have fun, meet people, play pool.
And no,
Uh,
Matt. No,
the
Matt.
Can we explain the ranking algorithm? Well, let's try it this way.
Uh,
As you play good and shoot good, you go up in skill level. As you play badly and shoot badly, you go down in skill level.
there you go.
Okay,
Enough
hope
said.
that helps, Matt. Um, that may not be the explanation that you're looking for,
Weird.
but that's the
We need
explanation
to
you
keep
have.
moving. We need to keep moving.
Yes. Um, the last thing about people's skill level, again, there is no reason for anybody to bring it up to the player or to the other team. If you truly have concerns, send them to us. But please remember that people can only sandbag if you let them. Michelle and I get to see the score sheets, every single score sheet through the entire session. Are there people that have zero defenses on a sheet? Yes. Like what's going on with that scorekeeping? And that's not the only time that that happens, right? I've seen other players, even this last session, other teams where their player is keeping score in 8 ball, and they they're literally faced away from the table, and they're like, "Oh, is there another inning?" It's like, do you know if that was a defensive shot or not, right? Um, so please, as captains, hopefully we have the majority of the captains here. Um, as captains, please, please, please prioritize proper scorekeeping on your teams, especially as you get newer players. Prioritize teaching them proper scorekeeping. And defensive shots are completely in the scorekeeper's um, judgment. And there's no need to even bring up defensive shots with the other team. Just confirm the score. Don't even need to talk about defensive shots. They don't need to match. Just do your best and mark defensive shots. Um, if you make a mistake, if you make a mistake and mark a shot that as defensive that wasn't, well, I mean, it's the law of large numbers. You're not going to ruin anybody's skill level, and you're probably going to um, mismarking a defensive shot that was, right? The only real way to completely destroy the whole system is by not marking any defensive shots. So please mark defensive shots.
There's some good questions here you need to
Great.
address.
Um, let's start here. Your skill level is still going to be locked in after going to Vegas. There is a world championship minimum skill level. Yes, there is. Um, as a captain, if you bring on a new player, knowing the skill level is not a 3, you should be able to adjust appropriate skill level to start. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, and that's something you can reach out to us and Boomer, and we can work through that. So.
Yep. If you bring on a player that has,
Well, actually, let me address that though.
go ahead.
Some of the times, new players think they're better than they are.
Mm,
Let's just keep that in mind.
yes, but for known players, um, there is absolutely something to be said for that, right? So please do alert us. Do you have to call a defensive shot every time you try one? Um, I do, and I kind of make it funny, especially when I'm in a defensive battle and I'm like, oh, hey, that was a defense. Obviously, it was. It's not required. But what is required is the scorekeepers paying attention to identify defensive shots to the best of their ability. And if they are new players, then I encourage the captains to themselves or have somebody more experienced on the team sit with them and teach them about defensive shots.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
so the last nail in that one is going to be yes, yes, monkey. Absolutely. And
This is well,
well, the, the
oh,
the last nail on that is please stop bringing this up and vocalizing this in the league. Please stop bringing this up to the other player, to the other team.
it just
Please
makes
stop saying
everybody
it
feel bad.
loudly when you go back to the table. It does no good whatsoever.
Yeah, it doesn't make it fun. All right.
Okay,
So these are some things that with fall session issues that came up frequently, or things that we felt like needed to be brought up and put out there, and kind of maybe hopefully put to rest. Go ahead.
okay. So, coaching, uh,
Illegal coaching.
illegal coaching. So, well, Dina, hold on. Everybody who's played me over the years knows that, especially in nine ball, if I have no shot, but I could take a defense, I'm gonna smack the crap out of that ball and hope something goes in, and I'm gonna try to control the cue ball so that it doesn't go into the side into a pocket. Shooting hope is not a defense.
All right.
Okay, yes, scorekeeper decides if a defensive shot is played. Yes. Okay, so illegal coaching. There have been reports of people using hand gestures, doing some signaling, giving advice in a not English. Those are all examples of illegal coaching, and they need to stop. Um, the Some of the problems of not speaking in English is maybe you're telling somebody that you really like one beer over another as they go up to shoot, and maybe you're telling them to play a defense or to, uh, you know, take one ball or another. So perception is key. Perception is everything, and so if you are on a team with some non-English speakers, please be respectful of the other team and use English as much as possible so that the other team knows what's being said. But also, please avoid anything that borders on um, being construed as illegal coaching. So, really quick, Dina, if you were told that if you're not intending to pocket a specific ball as a defense, so it all comes down to intent, and it's just the simple intent of did you intend to make a ball, legally make a ball. You don't have to decide what ball you were intending to legally make. You don't have to decide what pocket you were intending to put it in.
Unless it's
Smacking,
illegal.
poking and hoping is absolutely not a defense. Okay, so illegal coaching. Please be respectful of the other team. Please don't coach illegally. Please avoid the perception of coaching illegally. And that even, like hand gestures, signaling, that even means walking around the table and making eye contact with your player and kind of maybe doing a head nod, right? So, Diana, the, the fact of the matter is that it's not defense, right? Smacking at a bunch of balls in nine ball, hoping something goes in, is not a defense. You hoped that something would go in. You intended for something to go in. Okay, so rule clarifications. If you're, we got some. Uh, if if we got some. Uh, Sorry, let me rephrase. Okay, rule clarifications. This last session, we got some calls later in the night or even the next day asking, hey, was this a ball in hand foul? And I would say, no, that the way you described it is not a ball in hand foul. And they go, oh, well, we gave them ball in hand for this anyway. Please feel free to reach out to a division rep or directly to us in those situations.
Stop play.
Stop play.
Stop play. You can stop play.
Yep. If you have a question about something, is this ball in hand? Is this loss a game? Do we have to forfeit? Uh, Call us. Call us. Okay. Um,
Consistency matters.
Consistency matters, especially as we've got new players joining the league. And I can't stress this enough. Win at the table, not the chair. And the in all the rules classes I've led so far, there was one response to what does win at the table, not the chair mean? Perfect response. Don't weaponize the rule book, right? Don't weaponize the bylaws. There's been some misunderstandings about the playback rule this last session, where some teams were insisting on the other team forfeiting. Not forfeit situations. Okay, so we can go over what the playback rule means. In fact, I'm planning on posting a YouTube short about it. We got hopefully working microphones now, so I'll be going over some of those things and posting short form videos. But please don't weaponize the rule book, right? Uh, yeah, can't stress that enough.
All right, moving on because we're
Yep.
getting close.
Division rep program update. So we have one division rep who is a player in our area and he's a division rep on a lot of our divisions. And the other division reps are me, Boomer, other people who aren't playing. So we really want to reignite the division rep program. Please expect some changes soon, and they will be absolutely utilized, critical for helping the league play run smoothly. If you are interested in being a division rep, please reach out and so that we can discuss more and consider. Okay. Um, let's see. Boomer said repeatedly, if you have no intention to make a ball, it is a defense. Yep, you're absolutely right, Dina. Okay, playoff structure. There's been a lot of questions on the playoffs, new playoff structure. Uh, here's the short about it. Uh, based on your division size, one, two, or no teams will bypass playoffs. If you've got a 16-team division, two teams are going to go straight to straight to triennials and bypass playoffs. If you've got a 4-team division, no teams are going to go bypass playoffs and go straight to triennials. Anywhere in the middle, we have a chart. It's posted in the bylaws, which is linked on our website. Um, for the playoffs, it is one round, no longer a 4-team, 2 rounds, get a first and second. It's one round, and either 2, 4, or 6 teams will play in a single round playoff to decide who goes to triennials. So if you're in a 16-team division, you've got 5 teams, 1/3 of it, going to triennials. If you're in a 4-team division, you've got 1 team going to triennials, and there's a sliding scale all the way in between. Again, this is detailed in the bylaws, but also I have a tool. I'm a software engineer. Tool on our website that you can click on and select your division, and it will pull up all your division details and tell you what teams are going bypassing playoffs, if any, and it will tell you what position teams are going to play what position teams in playoffs. What teams are going to play what team's going to play the wild card, what other teams are going to play what other teams. So again, that's on our website. It's naming things is hard. I'm a software engineer. I don't have that much creativity. It's like, playoff and triennial lookup tool or something like that.
We need to move faster.
Okay. Um, oh yes, and with the new playoff structure, uh, on the division point leader that used to get a little pin to put on their jacket, that team is now the team to get the first place trophy. There's no second place trophies, and the triennials, um, uh, kind of addressing the session and paybacks that have gone away. Um, that there are going to try now that we've got nearly double the number of teams going to triennials from each division. Triennials also has a minimum payout of $160, evenly divisible by 8. You're welcome. You don't have to count up coins and pennies anymore. Um, and so you can kind of think about where that's, yes, on. You can kind of think about where some of that money from the session and paybacks is going to the triennials. Um, uh, so there you go.
Keep moving.
All right, teams already qualified for world qualifiers can still play in triennials. There is a cash payout. Oh yes, thank you, Boomer. Showdown
Yeah.
divisions, doubles,
I was
etc.
going to
Still
say
have two
that,
weeks of
but I
playoffs.
forgot to tell them that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Teams already qualified for world qualifiers can still play in triennials. There is a cash payout. If the team who's already qualified for world qualifiers ends up, um, winning that top eight position, the team that lost to them will still go advance to world qualifiers, just like it's always been.
Um, no, it's going to remain $9 for play.
Yep, yep, $9, $9, $45 per team, $90 per double Jeopardy team. Okay, common player rules. So these questions have come up in triennials. You all, if you saw the triennial draw last night, for the teams that have common players or some kind of transitive property of common players, we all wanted to put them all in the same place because yes, common players can play for both teams. Now, if two teams are playing and there's a player who's on both of those, they're playing each other. That player cannot participate for either team. They cannot participate in timeouts, strategy, play, etc. Uh, if that does in world qualifiers, the same thing. You can have a player on two different teams in the same world qualifier. If those two teams do end up meeting each other, then the common players for those two teams cannot play. They must sit out. No coaching, no strategy, no play, etc. If those two teams meeting and common players sitting out results in one or both teams not being able to make the rule of field five players and 23 or under. There are provisions in the official team manual to navigate that. Um, we'll navigate those when that happens. Okay. All right. Triennial changes. What changed and what didn't? Well, what changed is we have nearly double the number of teams going to triennials. So, as where Opal previously had about 45, give or take, teams going to triennials, now across both Columbia River APA and South Portland Metro APA, Opal as a whole is about 75 to 80 teams, depending on the session. So, but now, so that's nearly double the number of teams. And now that Columbia River and South Portland Metro APA are split, our triennial funding is also split. So that's why you're seeing differences in the payouts. The top eight payouts rather than being are now around $350 to $400, depending on the size of the triennials. So that's why you're seeing that. But again, there is a minimum payout for every team, uh, even if they lose two and are out. So,
Jump to the next one.
and there's no more first place $100 buy into triennials. The playoff cost used to be $65 to get through both rounds of playoffs, and now it is $45 to get through that single round of playoff and go to triennials. Is
Well, no, this one first.
Okay, are they going to do tri cups in between sessions instead of having to do a makeup? I'm not sure I understand the question well.
Triennials are normally on the weekend, so it shouldn't interfere with too much, except for potentially Sunday.
Oh, I think I understand
Oh,
what you're
okay,
asking.
okay.
I think you're asking is can triennials be done in between sessions rather than in the first few weeks of the next session?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's not enough time in order to make that happen. especially across Columbia River APA and South Portland Metro APA, we'd have to take a month off, and that's just not feasible.
Then no.
Okay, is four original player rule still applicable for eligibility? Yes, it is. So it doesn't really apply to triannuals because the roster that played in that session is the roster that goes to triannuals. They just need to have their minimum number of plays. But this question is more about the world qualifiers. So the spring roster is the one to go to world qualifiers. And if they qualified in the summer, that spring roster must have the at least four original members from the roster that qualified. So that is the four player original player rule. Will regional will regionals combine South Portland Metro and Columbia River, or will they hold separate regionals? We are going to hold separate team world qualifiers. They do have to be on the same days, unfortunately, the same weekends, unfortunately. Um, but we did separate out the triannuals, so that's why we're alternating every one of those. In the future, we may be able to make room in the schedule to accommodate separating out world qualifiers,
Don't
but
promise anything.
it's highly unlikely, and I should never have said anything. Thank you.
All right.
And then, however, for the doubles, the Jack and Jill, all those other regionals, the shootout regionals, those are still combined. Okay, Michelle and I recognize that a lot of changes have been happening. A lot of the changes are mandated by the national office, such as no more captain's incentive program and no more session and paybacks. However, Michelle and I are much like we have a high priority and focus for player recognition for special performances. We have a high priority focus for other recognition and rewards for captains and players. We are allowed by nationals to reward captains and players for recruiting other people to APA and for building new teams. And we want to put together additional programs like captain mentoring program that would be able to provide specific rewards for as well. So
We want to grow strong team captains, and we want people to not be afraid to be a team captain. So
yes,
we want to bring some kind of program together for that. So
and really, I can't tell you how many times I've talked to people and they say, "Oh, I don't know about being a team captain. It seems like a lot to do." Yes and no. Um,
let's not go into it. Just know that we're working
it's
on
the
this.
three things that team captains need to do: set the culture, collect the dues and pay on time, and submit the score sheets. That's it.
Yep.
Everything else can be done by committee, and ultimately, nothing else. Like it's all about having fun.
Okay.
So
Moving on.
triennial payout and format. Yes, payouts still exist. Yep, streamlined. No Friday night travel. And as early as possible on Sunday. Stop at the top eight. Summer session, we did get lucky, and the teams that played and won straight through were able to get done by Saturday night. That's not the case with more teams, so we're above 32. So that final top eight position will be on Sunday morning. Saturday morning is going to be very late, very light, because we've only got three matches going on because of so many buys. And yet, we still will not put back the Friday night travel because of all the feedback we've gotten about it from the majority of the people. Okay,
You have 5 minutes.
yes. Is there still going to be a
Session end party.
session end party
Yes.
this Sunday?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, what happens there? There's food, drinks, games, Survivor, 9 ball. Yeah, not catered. Food, drinks, games, Survivor, 9 ball break challenge, collecting trophies, MVP trophies, some certificates if you've requested them, etc.
Then just seeing people.
That's right. High fives. I
all
got free high
around.
fives, and also a door prize drawing again with donated stuff from our vendors and from our host locations, um, and stuff that we've picked up as well. So
Right.
please,
We
will
were
current incentive balances be cashed out? That is a please talk to Boomer about that. I believe that time is past though. Okay. Sportsmanship, many new player respect and retention, many new players joining, skill levels fluctuate, retention keeps our divisions healthy. Please be patient, gracious, avoid escalation. Don't say even a word to somebody about what you think their real skill level is. And congratulate your opponents on great shooting, even if you get shut out in 6 innings.
you're gonna
20 out in 6 innings.
you keep going and
Mm.
calm down.
Okay. League transition update. The sale of the league is still ongoing. There's been significant hurdles to overcome. Everyone involved is working hard to finalize the sale and complete it, and we will share updates as soon as we have them. Yes, Steve, we already did the Tri Cup drawings. We've got those posted on this Facebook and on our YouTube, um, and you can access the
Brackets.
brackets online. Yes, yes, Catherine, Kathy. Certificates are digital, so you can print them or you can ask us to print them. I will. I've actually got them all generated, and we'll be posting them online this weekend.
Okay. We need to finish this
Okay.
because we are 2 minutes.
All right. Communication. So we've gotten some feedback about our email responsiveness. A lot of times we're fast, other times we're not, and uh, thank you for bringing this to our attention. We will focus on having at least responding within at least the first 24 hours, even if it's a looking into it. Okay, patches. Sometimes we've sent out patches every week, every couple weeks. Sometimes they've gone out after 4 weeks. There's been a lot to do and a lot of stuff for us to ramp up on. We believe we're in a much better spot with patches now and can absolutely send them out every week. We will be processing patches after the Sunday, which is the end of the league
Week.
week. So that the Sunday matches, Sunday deadline is Tuesday, so we'll be processing patches on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
The tool. We have a tool online, so you can
Yes.
you can see if you've earned any patches and receive emails confirming what's been sent.
Yes, that's also another thing that we've put added is there's now a don't worry, I'm not writing these emails by hand. There's a way for us to send out emails to all the players who are getting patches sent to their captains from that Wednesday, Thursday processing. Um, so that way you know your patch is on the way.
All right, wrap up. Wrap it
Okay,
up.
use our website, spm-apa.com. Uh, there's lots of tools on there. If there's something not on there that you'd like to see on there, please let me know. If there's something on there that's not working quite right, please let me know. Uh,
Let him
Captains,
know.
yeah. Captains, please meet your deadlines. Please don't lose your bonus points. Let's make a goal of not losing bonus points due to not paying on time or submitting on time. The paying on time, there's an easy fix for that if you can afford it, and that's going to be to pay $90 ahead. If you're a captain, you're experiencing people who are um, not paying for their matches and they owe you a bunch of money. Stop playing them. Make them pay for the matches before you play them.
Right, hurry up.
Uh,
It's 8 o'clock.
Communicate early, support new players, keep it fun, fair, and welcoming, and thank you all for being a part of Spring 2026. Again, we've got significant growth of new teams in across both of Washington County and Clackamas County on all nights of play. Please be welcoming and patient with them. Um, they could be our best friends 10 years from now. We are at time. We've been
Let's do
answering
this.
questions.
Let's do this. If you guys had any questions that weren't answered, feel free to send us an email to our email address and we will respond to your question. And potentially, if there's enough questions that are good questions, we could, maybe put something up somewhere
Yes.
on
Yes.
somewhere. one of
always
our many areas.
always send us questions, please. We actually want to put together an FAQ, frequently asked questions list, for players and for captains, and this could help us do that. Dina, interesting idea. I'll look into that. I don't want to expose personal information, so that could be something problematic. Uh, Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Merle, Karen, um,
Dina.
William, Dina. William, is the APA app pretty much going to say the same? Not a clue. Unfortunately, they have not reached out for my opinion. I have lots of opinions. Um, Maybe that's why they don't reach out.
That's probably why.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're going to shut it down. Have a great night, and we'll see you out there.
Yep. And I'm going to post this on YouTube now. Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Bye bye.
Bye.